I had lost what was I thought the most important thing in my life, the heavyweight championship to Muhammad Ali. Oh, I was angry. I came up with every excuse in the world, but I had lost the title. When I jumped up, it was all over. So I traveled. More than anything, I had hate for Muhammad Ali and disgust because I'd gone over, everybody's patting you on the back, oh, champ. You walk past them, they were afraid to look at you because they're like, I don't want to look at him. And the next thing you know, they're patting you on the back, oh, you get it back. Oh, you don't want that in your life. But I kept on boxing again to be champion of the world, to beat Muhammad Ali and get my title back. And I did become #1 contender again after a few knockouts. And then fighting the #1 contender, Jimmy Young, and I was told the winner of this fight, if Muhammad didn't fight me, would be awarded the championship of the world. So I went out to play with him. 12 rounds, I had him on the hook, let him go, I'll knock him out the next round. Next thing you know, I'm on the canvas. But I jumped up and he still ran. So I go back to my dress room in St. Juan, Puerto Rico. The electricity is off in that building. The air conditioning is off in that building. I waited around for the decision. And the winner, Jimmy Young. They didn't even give the decision to me. Still think I won. But I went back into the dressing room to cool off. It was so hot, the hottest I've ever been in my life. So I was walking back, cooling off. You're not supposed to sit down after this. Keep walking and cool yourself off like a racehorse. So as I'm walking, I said, you don't worry about this boxing match. You're still George Foreman. I just signed this contract with ABC Sports to do movies, commentating. You got your contract. You got your money in the safety deposit box, and I'd hid so much money. When you get married, you start hiding money, you know. Then I'd been divorced. So I had it all made. I said, you can go home now. You don't have to worry about this match. I had a ranch in East Texas. I said, you can go home. Forget this boxing match. You can go home and retire and die. I said, what? Die? How did that get in there? Who said that? I said, I got everything to live for. I got these muscles. I still have my cars. I have my home. I have this. I have that. I don't need boxing. Right now, I could retire and die. I said, who keeps saying that? And I realized it started to multiply. You're going to die. That wasn't a dirty old filthy dressing room that didn't even have air conditioning. And I'm going to die? I said, no. I got something to live for. So I started walking fast, trying to cool myself off. And right within me, I heard a voice say, you believe in God, why are you scared to die? See, everybody believes in God. I just didn't believe in religion. As I told my friends earlier, everybody in my neighborhood who had picked up a Bible and gone into religion were depressed people. The wife left them. And you know that, hallelujah, they start praying for them. Husband leave them. They lose all their money, lose their job. They go to church and have a Bible and all that, have mercy and stuff. I had more money than I could count. I wasn't caring about religion. But the voice said, you believe in God, why are you scared to die? I went to churches, especially when I heard there was a pretty girl in the area. They said, go to church, you can get them. I started thinking, oh no, I don't want to die. I had so much. You believe in God, why are you scared to die? And I was afraid. So I started walking back and forward. I knew something was going on. I said, I'm still George Foreman. To myself and everybody, there's about 8 guys in the room looking at me pacing. I guess they said, maybe you should sit down. But I couldn't stop. As I'm walking, I said, I'm going to make a deal. I said, listen, I'm still George Foreman. I can box and give money to charity and for cancer. And I heard a voice within me say, I don't want your money. I want you. Boom. Tears started falling out of my eyes, and everybody's looking at me. I didn't want them to know what was going on. I didn't want anybody to tell me, oh, George, you're just tired. You get enough. I didn't want to hear that. I was about to die. Life is like a smile. You have it on your face, and it just leaves. I was trying to keep my body alive, and I walked faster and faster. I realized the voice said, I don't want your money, I want you. And it turned down my deal. I looked at everybody in the room. I said, I'm not going to hold it anymore. I said, y'all, I'm fixing to, before I could say another word, say I was about to die, I was gone. My leg gave out on me. And in a split second, I was in this dark place. It's like someone had dropped me in the ocean. But there wasn't any islands. There was nothing, no way out. And not only was I in this dark, horrible spot, you could feel others there. I looked around, all of the money and the safety deposit boxes and all the stuff I'd hidden. I looked back, it's like someone had lit a match to a piece of paper, and you know how it stands for a second, you touch and it crumbled. All of my investments just crumbled behind me. And I was in this nothing, no hope here. I said, I don't care if this is death, I still believe there's a God, just like my last shot. I knew there wasn't any hope anyway. I just got mad. When I was tough, other kids, people had Doberman pencils, I had a lion and a tiger for pets. I was a bad fellow. So I got mad. But when I said that, I don't care if this is death, I still believe there's a God. It's like a gigantic hand reached in and pulled me out of nothing. There wasn't any hope for me. And in no time, I was in that dressing room. Evidently, they picked me up off the floor and laid me on the table. I was alive. I could feel blood flowing through me. It's like, wow. But I wasn't afraid anymore. I said, I'm dying, but tell everybody I'm dying for God, because I knew I'd been rescued. And as I laid there, my doctor, Dr. West, who traveled with me, was standing behind me, had his hand on my head. I said, Dr. West, move your hands because the thorns on his head are making him bleed. And I saw blood coming out of my forehead. My masseuse, Mr. Fuller, was rubbing me. I said, move your hand, Mr. Fuller, he's bleeding where they crucified him. Now, this stuff I don't believe in. I jumped off the table and started screaming, Jesus Christ is coming alive in me. Jesus Christ is coming alive in me. Everybody said, whoa, whoa, easy, George. I fought 8 men to get in the shower and start washing myself, saying, hallelujah, I'm clean. I didn't say stuff like that. And I went and kissed everybody in the room. Want to kiss? I kissed everybody in the room and told them, you're my brother, I love you. Boy, they really got shaky then. I kissed them right on the mouth. I didn't even talk, let alone kiss. But after a while, they held me down on the dressing room table. I said, I got to go tell the world. They said, I heard them whisper, you got to put on some clothes first. I heard a voice that I come to my friends and they don't believe me. And I come to my brothers, they don't understand me. I said, don't let Jesus go. Then the voice got further away. He said, now go to my Father, which is in heaven. Boom, it was over. Now for a few moments, I was reciting the Bible, telling everybody, kissing everybody. Then it left me. And I was alone in that room, just shy. And she's like, what are they going to say about me now? And I told him, I said, if you witness a miracle and you won't even believe it, they rushed me to intensive care. That's the miracle they gave me. And I remember looking at that ball going boom, 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 boom. I heard in television, if it goes flat, that's the end of you. And I was alive, and I tried to tell that story. For 10 years, I went around the world telling that story. I couldn't make a fist. I didn't make a fist again. Before that ring was that punching bag was Ali and Frazier and Norton. Now it was a rag. And I just couldn't get motivated to hit it, so I didn't box. For 10 years, I became an evangelist, preaching on the street corner. And everybody thought I was crazy. So did I.